Starting to work as a personal trainer was a huge change in my life. And also, the way I was thinking about what I will need to know and I will need to do as a coach has also been completely different to what this job actually looks like. So, as a personal trainer, when I started working, I thought that all I need to know is how people should be performing the movements like squats, deadlifts, lunges. I thought I need to know the anatomy. I thought I need to know the nutrition, and I thought I need to know a lot to be able to help people, because my idea was that everyone is actually accessing the same level of information that I do, and every single person who's trying to lose weight, trying to build muscle, they already know what I know because I could access it and read it. It means everyone else does. But my idea was to improve myself and learn as much as I can to actually start a career. So normally personal trainers would just finish personal training level 3 course and they would get on and work. For me, I had to do SNT course and few CPDs. I was like, I need to be ahead. I need to know more than other personal trainers and I need to know more than people would know intuitively. But I was so wrong, and I was approaching that from a completely wrong angle, which I think it's quite normal for pretty much every personal trainer who starts. So, what I learned going through this kind of career path, I realized that no one really gives a shit about how much do I know about the fitness. I mean, it helps, but at the end of the day, none of my clients really care. I don't think they care how much I know. It gives them a confidence that if I know all these things that I know, I can train them safely without an injury. So it's a good thing. However, having that knowledge alone will not really land you clients. I mean, look, athletes and active people could benefit from a huge amounts of knowledge by you knowing everything about everything related fitness. So athletes and other active people can benefit from that, from your knowledge. However, these will not be the people that are paying you, and that's what I soon realized. So what I realized that the skills that I need as a personal trainer are really completely different to what I thought that I need. What I quickly realized that I don't need to know more about anatomy, or I don't need to know more about nutrition or health in general. I quickly realized that I need to know how to sell myself, how to present myself in front of the clients. Unless I am able to have a good sales conversation where I help people to understand that going to the gym or changing their lifestyle is actually something that would benefit them in their life, they will not gonna make those changes. So I learned that the fitness, like the whole details aspect of fitness, it doesn't matter that much. How you can sell the person is way more important. And by making sales, I'm not talking about the car salesman selling a broken car. You need to sell the idea that going to the gym will be the best thing that the person did for themselves. And you need to truly believe that this is the change that person needs to make. Otherwise, if you don't believe it yourself, how you can make someone else believe that going to the gym and making their nutrition better and sleeping 8 hours per night is the single best thing that they can do in their life. So sales, it doesn't mean that I'm selling a product and collecting the money. Sales actually means that you can sell your idea to the individual, that he really believes that the change is worth it, and that can go without even collecting any money. Like, the thing is, if the person comes in for the consultation, if I can sell them the idea that they need to go train and change their lifestyle, and that will be the single best thing that they can do, then that person, even though they don't sign up for my services, that idea, they may go to the cheaper gym and start training. But in a way, I see that this is my job done, because I sold the idea to the person that they need to make this change in their life. So what I quickly realized, that I need to be able to be a motivational speaker. I need to learn to help people to come to a conclusion that they need to change their lifestyle, and that's more of psychology rather than physiology. So I have learned that I need to approach this whole fitness thing completely different. It doesn't mean that I need to know more about fitness and nutrition itself. It meant that I need to know more on how people think, what their behaviors are day to day, what their habits are, and how to overcome those habits. So it was nothing really to do with training and nutrition aspect, and it's everything to do with people's psychology, how I can get people to think, and how I can get people to implement their changes on a day-to-day life. So the whole process was completely different, and it was mind-blowing for me, because that's completely different thing that what I was expecting getting into this career. But I can imagine that a lot of people are thinking the same thing. I have my own personal training studio now, and the expectation is that you open the doors, people will come in. But quickly you realize that it's not as easy as that. You need to spend a huge amount of time marketing to get people to know that you exist and things like that. So I think a lot of you guys like had those realizations in your life when you kind of make a certain change and you expect that, oh, this what will happen as I will, I don't know, let's say you think about changing your lifestyle and losing weight. All of a sudden you realize that cutting out carbs will lead you to weight loss, but it will also lead you to leave feeling like shit. So you quickly realize that this is not necessarily the right approach. So then you start approaching that. Okay, what do I need to address? Do I need to go for intermittent fasting? Do I need to go for a higher protein diet? Do I need to stick to a different kind of diet? And the way we visualize things and the way things start to work, once you start working on them, you realize it's completely different. So for me, I thought personal training will be mostly about training people, but at the end of the day, training people is just a small aspect of this career. Helping people to motivate, helping people to actually understand and come to conclusions why they're doing this and why they're making those changes. This is the most important aspect of coaching and personal training. So if you found this video helpful, I'm sure you will find this video helpful too. And let me know down in the comments what has blown your mind, if you have gone through similar experience as I did with my personal training career. See you in the next one.